Daniel is a prophetic and historic both book in the same time. And Daniel chapter 4 talks about a king, and Daniel chapter 5 talks about a king. Both of them are sinners, both of them are proud, but one repents, one doesn't. One who repents does something very specific. He humbles himself. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. He humbles himself and acknowledges God. He that was used to say, isn't this the Babylon that I built for my glory, for my power? In that chapter, within 5 Bible verses, he says 12 times, I. He has an I problem. He eventually, at the end of chapter 4, he says, I praise and acknowledge the God of the universe. His is the glory and the power. He is eternal. And he gives a decree that all should worship God, not Nebuchadnezzar. You follow me? So this king humbles himself and he acknowledges God. The other king in chapter 5, he is proud and he doesn't humble himself. And he is kind of arrogant. Let's go on. Proverbs 16:18 says, pride goes before. It doesn't say pride may go. It's a fact. It goes before destruction. And probably we all, unfortunately, need to learn the lesson of humility, humbleness, trusting God more than self. And then the Bible says, this is the solution. Humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you in the due time. You know, I talk to people again and again and again. I hate to say it, folks. But people often come to me and say, I deserve that and I got this. And that's a wrong path. We don't deserve anything. We deserve to die. And all that we have, that it may seem that is because of our wisdom and our work, it's all from God. And if God didn't give it to us or didn't protect it for us, we would lose it in a fraction of a second. We are nothing. We need to repeat to ourselves, I am nothing, I know nothing, I can do nothing, I deserve nothing. Without God, I will perish in a second. And we need to be faithful in whatever job God gives us. The smallest. Think about Noah. You think that Noah was Mark Finlay? Oh no. Noah was a carpenter, if you don't know. Nobody knew him. And he was the poorest evangelist ever. He didn't even preach. He was hitting with a hammer, doing something stupid that didn't make any sense. An ark? What is an ark? It never rained before, there was no flood. And he did that for 120 years. Let me ask you, would you be patient to do something nonsense that nobody appreciates you and in fact all would mock you for 120 years? Would you? And nobody got baptized during 120 years and nobody appreciated him and he spent all he had. But he was faithful in what God gave him to do. Let God call you there or there or there, because it is God who does it for you. So therefore, the point is this. People who are hurt is because they think too much about self. If self is dead, people cannot hurt somebody dead. Can they? When we are offended, why are we offended? Because me is very alive. If me was dead, you cannot hurt me. Because me doesn't exist.